CharlieWoods is back, but this time, he's not chasing validation, he's defending dominance. After stunning the junior golf world with a jaw-dropping win at the Team TaylorMade Invitational earlier this year, all eyes are fixed on what's next, and next begins on July 7th, as the AJA swings open its doors for the summer's most competitive leg. On Streamsong's brutal black course, 72 elite juniors will battle, but only one arrives with a target on his back: Tiger Woods' son. It's not the name that intimidates them, it's the numbers he posted. Charlie didn't just win, he dismantled the field, a total score of 8 under, 25 birdies, and a closing round of 66. For any other 16-year-old, that would have been a miracle. For Charlie, it was a message. The underdog is now the top dog, but this time, he's not chasing there. The same swing that once silenced critics now carries the weight of expectation. Streamsong Black doesn't care who you are. It punishes nerves, destroys comfort, and exposes weakness. Charlie has nowhere to hide. Golf doesn't offer home field advantage, it offers a scorecard. And right now, the silence of practice rounds lingers. But that silence ends July 7th. The storm is coming and CharlieWoods stands in the eye of it. The only question is, will he survive it? So now the question is clear. What does CharlieWoods do when he's no longer chasing a name but carrying one? The crown he claimed just weeks ago is heavier than it looks. 3 numbers changed everything. 70, 65, 66. That was his scorecard the last time he faced Streamsong Black. The result, a under par, 25 birdies, and a 3-shot win at one of the nation's toughest junior events. That wasn't just a good weekend, it was a warning shot. And the golf world heard it. Loudly, his name didn't just appear in headlines. It shot up the AJGA rankings, rising 595 spots to land him inside the top 14 juniors nationwide. From outsider to elite in just 54 holes, but every climb brings exposure. Now Charlie's not just a rising star, he's the benchmark, the kid everyone else is being compared to. The media knows it. The scouts know it, and Charlie knows it. Every move he makes now is under a microscope. This is the price of being that guy, the golden child. A Woods, he's no longer standing in Tiger's shadow, he's standing in his own spotlight, and pressure doesn't whisper when your last name is history, it screams. Golf isn't just about strokes and scorecards anymore. It's about interviews, expectations, and endless opinions. Every birdie feels routine. Every bogey feels like breaking news. When you win, they call it luck. When you lose, they say you're overrated. Even silence feels louder now, because every practice round, every swing, every glance, it all means something, and Charlie knows it. Every stretch, every swing, nothing is routine anymore. It's all a performance. CharlieWoods isn't just playing golf, he's playing a narrative. And that narrative doesn't ask for progress, it demands perfection. So as TTMI returns, Charlie isn't just defending a title, he's defending a version of himself that fans, scouts, and skeptics already believe is real. One weekend made him a threat. This one will decide if that threat is the truth or just a spark. If TTMI is the battle, then Streamsong Black is the battlefield, and it doesn't care about legacy. It only cares about precision. This course is a brutal masterpiece, designed to test more than just your swing. It challenges your patience, your discipline, your nerve with harsh elevation changes, blind tee shots, and greens that ripple like water under glass. Streamsong Black doesn't break you quickly. It breaks you slowly over 54 holes, one mistake at a time. A single misread putt, a pulled drive, a bad wind call, it all leaves marks. And unlike pro events, there's no cut to save you. Everyone plays all 3 rounds, even those living. But a nightmare. Every hole is a microscope. Every round, a reckoning. This course doesn't reward flash, it rewards precision. Talent alone won't carry you here. You need strategy, patience, and above all, mental stamina. This isn't just golf, it's psychological warfare, and in a no-cut event, there's no such thing as safe. One bad hole can become a spiral. One shaky 9 can unravel a week. At TTMI, you don't get benched. You endure just 18 more holes. That's all that stands between CharlieWoods and whatever comes next. But he's walking in with a target on his back the size of a flagstick. His opponents won't just test his swing. They'll test his composure, his strategy, his ability to survive 3 days as the hunted. This isn't about beating the field, it's about not beating yourself, because Streamsong Black doesn't just crown champions, it exposes pretenders. And if you're not ready, it doesn't care about your last name. It simply dismantles the game. While others see fairways and pin flags, Charlie sees a battlefield, one that looks for weakness and never lets go. Every player at TTMI arrives with something to prove. Only Charlie arrives with something to lose. He's not just a name to watch, he's the name to beat. The headline, the measuring stick. And across from him, 72 of the country's best juniors, each hungry to make a statement. This isn't just a tournament, it's a quiet rebellion. For them, it's a shot to steal the spotlight, to disrupt the narrative, to knock down the Woods legacy before it even begins. One weekend could shift the future. But there's a question no one wants to say out loud. What if Charlie cracks? What if the weight, the noise, the pressure finally becomes too much? Confidence and collapse wear the same face until the scorecard. It is final. But then again, what if he doesn't crack? What if he wins again? What if CharlieWoods walks right back into the fire and burns the field down again? Another win wouldn't just silence the doubters. It would prove the hype wasn't hype at all. It was prophecy. TTMI might not just crown a champ, might reveal a prodigy. And this isn't happening in a vacuum. In just a few weeks, Charlie tees it up at the US Junior Amateur in Dallas's biggest stage yet. What happens at Streamsong won't just shape this moment. It will shape momentum. This isn't a warm-up, it's a warning shot. And now, every eye in junior golf is locked on one outcome. Will CharlieWoods unravel, or will he rise and reshape everything we thought we knew about the next generation of golf? If CharlieWoods stares down the pressure, the field, and Streamsong black, then we're no longer talking about a talented teenager. We're talking about the next chapter of American golf. Momentum like this doesn't come twice. It either breaks barriers or breaks you. A second TTMI title wouldn't just be another trophy, it would launch a chain reaction. Sponsors come calling, elite invitations roll in, international teams take notice. For most, doors open. For Charlie, they'd be kicked down. Suddenly he's not chasing a future, he's choosing one. But flip the script, and the stakes get even heavier. What if he stumbles? What if the spotlight scorches instead of shines? The questions won't stop at his game, they'll creep into the bloodline. The Woods name built a dynasty, one rooted in awe, fear, and generational dominance. But now, that legacy balances on the shoulders of a 60-year-old, because the world isn't just watching Charlie, they're watching everything he represents. Expectations age faster than athletes, especially when your last name is a measuring stick. Every shot at TTMI becomes a test. Is he built for greatness or simply carried by the myth of it? With 72 challenges, an unrelenting course, and pressure closing in from every angle, the answer is coming. The line between future icon and cautionary tale is razor thin. So now we ask the only question that matters. Is CharlieWoods about to prove he's the real deal? Or is this the moment where the myth unravels and reality kicks in? Let us know in the comments. Can Charlie dominate again at TTMI, or is the pressure finally catching up to him? And if you think this is intense, just wait for Dallas. Because if this is the dress rehearsal, the real show is only beginning.